Hey everyone. So today, you probably thought I was going to talk about evolution in the scientific sense, but I'm not. More or less, I'm just going to talk about how this world is constantly evolving and changing, sort of like that of a metamorphosis state. And I know throughout history, we've went through different stages in the world, and I've noticed that within these last few weeks, with all the violence that's been going on, I'm talking about with Boston, Seattle shootings, Sandy Hook, that it seems like this world needs to evolve more and learn more. And it really bothers me that it just seems like the more we learn, the less we really know, and no matter how much we learn, we can't evolve to a point of understanding, and that there's always going to be this miscommunication, and there's always going to be this violence in the world that people are going to just act out on. And when I see this, I think, are we really evolving to move ahead to the future, or are we de-evolving and going back to a primordial state of, I don't know, caveman, Neanderthal, where we just want to sit there and bang rocks on the ground and hit each other over the head with clubs. I mean, I know that sounds a bit cartoony, but or even to the point of hiding in caves and hunting. For prey. I mean, it's this that I realize that, we're not the most evolved creatures on this planet. And the more that we do things to each other, like blowing people up, shooting people, killing innocent people, over petty, little, minute things like politics, religions, and just small things that I know to some are a big deal, but there are those in this world that don't even follow atheism. They don't even follow being agnostic when it comes to religions, and when it comes to politics, there are those that follow the same principle. They don't even take a left wing, right wing, or totalitarian point. And yes, I know I just butchered that word, but whatever. They don't take a side, is what I'm trying to get at. And people to say that, those things are important, those things matter. If there are people in this world that, if they can't control you one way, they will try to control you another way. And if they can't do both and they can't have their way, they'll get rid of you. It's like if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And my message is to those people, I'm not either. I'm not part of the solution, and I'm not part of your damn problem. So, what I would like to say to you is stop involving me. I don't want to be involved. If you're going to try this, pushing me to one side or pushing me to the other side, no thank you, because if that's the case, then I'll just take a bulldozer and I'll knock down the fence. And I'll step to the side and let you two hash it out, because I don't want any part of it. And if you want to sit there and de-evolve each other and not push further to the real goal that is actually being seen, then go ahead. Because I'm not going to sit there and take sides. I'm not going to be de-evolving like the rest of this world. I'm going to push ahead. And for the people that say, well, you can only do that when you stop giving a fuck. Well, guess what? I do give all kinds of fucks. And the fucks that I give may not be the fucks you give. So, that's fine, You don't want to care? Okay, you don't have to. I'm certainly am, though. Of course, I have my own agenda. So, being that I've openly admitted that, I won't go into detail what my agenda would be, but I'd certainly like to hear what your agenda would be down below. And, of course, when I say that, I'm talking about the comments section. And, or you feel free to leave a video response. I don't care. Or maybe I do. I don't know. But regardless, the people that say that they don't care in this world, I guarantee you they do care. And I guarantee that when they say that they don't care, they really have a hidden agenda. And you just sort of have to wonder, what are those people really planning? And whose side are they really on? I, for one, have said this many times in my other videos. And I know a lot of people don't believe me when I talk about this stuff. And you know what? Okay, that is fine. You don't have to believe me. But when you do find out that I am not full of shit, and you do find out that I've been right, don't come crying to me when they have an electrical collar around your neck, and they being the Illuminati, or world leaders, or the world's richest people, or whatever the hell they want to call themselves, when they have an electrical collar around their neck and they're controlling everything you do, and you have a chip in your forehead or in the right palm of your hand or whatever, I mean, not to sound like I'm a babbling lunatic, but don't come crying to me when you have those things done to you and you don't understand what's going on in the world. Because you've allowed them to de-evolve you or dumb you down, or you've allowed them to lead you into false information and believing what they want you to believe. Now, if that's the way you want to live your life, and that's the way you want to perceive this world, then there's really no point in even, it's that kind of mentality that's really destroying this world. Because when people sit there and they disagree, or they call you a fool, or they call you ignorant because you know that you're right, but yet they turn around and they want to listen to people who have the most money or the most power in the world and be controlled by those people. It just shows you how much of a lackey they really are, and how much of a sheep they are to be herded. And I'm sorry, but out of that flock of sheep, I am the wolf in that pack. And while you may be the herder in that flock, I guarantee you try taking your gun to me and you're going to get bit. And it's not going to be pretty, because I'll end up going for the throat. I'm not going to be herded around like some sheep, and I'm certainly not going to put on no damn sheep costume when I know I'm the wolf. And granted, I'm using analogies here, because I'm referring to sheep as people, and I'm referring to myself as wolf as being an outcast. And as I said before, I'm not part of the problem, and I'm not part of the solution. And I'm not for, and I'm not against. And when it comes to my citizenship in any nation or any country, I really am to the point where I don't want to claim citizenship for any nation at all. I'm to the point where, and I know some people will say, oh, well, that's un-American, or, oh, that's unpatriotic. Well, you know what? So what if it's unpatriotic? So what if it's un-American? Maybe it's not to the point of not caring about citizenship. Maybe it's the point where I just don't care about humanity anymore. And maybe that's where the people that say that I should stop giving a fuck are right. Maybe I should. But I guarantee, if I stop giving a fuck, it'll also be about those people too. And when they're laying in the gutter bleeding because war broke out or whatever, then don't cry for my help, because you won't get it. No one will get my help. So, I mean, in a way, you could say this is a confession video, and I'm pretty much standing my ground, and I'm saying what's on my mind, and not just how I feel, but what I know. And I'm not going to play these games anymore, because it's not a game to me. And for anyone who disagrees with me, well, that's fine. You're entitled to disagree. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I disagree with you. So, like I was saying, to get back on topic, as far as, well, I never really broke away, because this all really has to do with evolving. And if this world wants to even continue to push forward, they're going to have to evolve again. And I think in order to grow, to evolve, to a certain point, you have to de-evolve in some sense. So all this violence and all this war and negativity in the world, really, I think, can be learned from. But people need to open their minds more and stop being so one-track minded, and instead of being down one path, be down many. And instead of looking in one door, go through the rows of doors and open them all, and look down each path to see what kind of shithole of a danger you're going to fly into before you fly into it. Because that's the only way you're going to grow, learn, and evolve in this world. So, that's my point, my message to people today is, instead of walking down a path and stepping in the horse shit that you didn't see when you were walking down the path before you opened the door, open the door, look down the path, see the horse shit, walk around the horse shit, and keep going. If that makes any sense at all, and which to some people it may not, and they may not even understand what I mean by that, but just give it some thought, really deep thought, and learn and evolve from it. Because right now, the way I see this world, we're still in the caveman era, and granted, we might have all this technology or whatever, but we're not advanced. We're not advanced at all. We're not even intelligent. And we could stand to learn to evolve. So that's my message that I have. So, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for my next video, and I will see you all soon.